guys, and welcome back to another vlog. So this morning has been so great. I'm really just feeling myself today, and I have quite a few updates for you guys. So where should we start first? Okay, let's start with my knee. So I've been talking for a long time about how I've had this pain in my knees, and then I went to talk to my doctor about it, and what she noticed is that there was some inflammation in one of my knees, and so then she sent me to go see an orthopedist. I think that's how you call the doctor. And then he said that I should go get an MRI scan. I think in English it's an MRI, but in German I think they call it an MRT. I don't know. Leave down in the comments if you know which is right. So then I went and I got my MRT or MRI scan, and it went really well. And actually I was so surprised because the next day I got my results back from the scan, but then of course I had to wait like a week or so to actually have my follow-up appointment with the orthopedic doctor. And then I actually learned everything, through my husband. My husband has to go with me to these medical appointments because I feel like medical appointments aren't really the best opportunity to like practice my German because what they're saying is actually really important. So we went to the follow-up appointment, and here is what I found out. First of all, they don't know exactly where the pain is coming from, but they said that there are an assortment of problems that combined are causing the pain. So the first thing that I had no idea is apparently my knee, what is it called? Like my knee disc. It's a kneecap. Is slightly deformed. I don't know how that happened. No idea. They said it could have been from birth. It's not a big thing, but it can cause pain. Okay, another thing is that my meniscus is slightly deteriorating. That doesn't sound great, but at the same time, it's not gonna be the one thing that's causing so much pain. It'll just add to it a little bit. Another thing is that I have a synovial cyst on my knee. I didn't know you could get cysts on your knee. So synovial cyst means that like the synovial fluid is like the fluid that goes through all of your joints. So it's like in your spine. Apparently it's also common to get synovial cysts like on your spinal cord. I don't know, that could happen either. So just kind of all those things working together are causing the pain. So now we come to treatments. We saw on the report from the scan that I had a cyst. So I was looking up the treatments kind of beforehand, and they looked pretty promising. Like it said, through physiotherapy or non-intrusive procedures, they can get rid of it. So then what the doctor said that we were seeing, he said that the cyst is like pretty minor and too small for them to operate on. Operating on somebody my age would be like a last resort, and for that size, they said, it's just not worth it. And then he also said that because I'm already like very physically fit, and he said that my muscles were really well developed and stuff, he said it wouldn't really make any difference for me to go to physiotherapy either. He says as long as I just continue doing my sports, that's going to be the exact same as physiotherapy. So there was really no point in doing that. And then the other things you can't really treat. So I feel like I'm kind of like, I know I've learned everything that's wrong with my knee, but at the same time it's a little bit frustrating because there's like no actual treatment. So yeah, that's that. I did get a prescription to get a knee brace. So when I'm hiking or doing like more intense sports or going on long walks and stuff, then I'll wear a knee brace. And also I'm gonna get insoles, and he says that'll just help. But really, he said the best thing that I can do is just continue doing sports, strengthening my knee area, and yeah, So that brings us into the transition of my next update, which is very exciting and was sort of caused because of this whole knee ordeal. So here's the thing. My father, he also has like a torn meniscus, I think he has, and he does a lot of cycling because cycling is like a really great exercise. It's like a really great workout for your knees because it strengthens those muscles without putting any like pressure on the knee. And so when I was in Canada in the summer, I went on their stationary bike like all the time and I loved it. and so we bought one. We bought a stationary bike for here and I have been loving it so much. Let me show you guys. All right, here it is. This is the I guess stationary bike that we bought, and my dad recommended that we get one that is just totally manual. So to change the resistance, you just like turn this and it like puts more pressure on the wheel. So if you want a higher resistance, you're pretty much just like putting the brakes on. So this is our bike, and then we also bought some weights. So we have like our little weight section here, which we have both been loving using the bike and using the weights. And then I have my friend here and I think he needs a name. So I want you guys to write down in the comments the most German name you can think of, and I will choose one and he will be named something really German. So yeah, those are my really big updates for you guys. I've been loving using the bike and it's great because this is really the one like cardio exercise that I can actually do that doesn't hurt my knees at like whatsoever, and I love doing it. So I'm so happy. It was totally worth every cent. It's great. I love it. Also, in last week's vlog, I did like a living room makeover, so if you missed that, be sure to check it out. So far, everything's doing pretty good. The plant as well, I think it's doing good. This is the first sunny day that we have had in weeks, so I'm pretty sure our plants are loving it. I am also loving it. Photosynthesizing. I was trying to convince my husband to take me to the plant store because I was telling him we need to start getting our seeds for this season's garden. It's the beginning of February. It's too soon. It is too soon, but I'm getting so excited about it. But we are gonna go and get some ingredients to make some cookies, because our neighbor is the sweetest man and he always just brings us like random treats. Like sometimes he'll buy like a whole bunch of apples and he says, "Oh, I can't eat them all, you guys take some." And then just like last week he brought us like a random piece of cake from a bakery and he says, "Oh, this is just for you." So we want to make some cookies or something for him. A little distracted just going to get a few ingredients. We ended up going for like a long walk because it's such a nice day and so sunny, but we have I literally just needed some more oatmeal for these cookies, so finally we can start baking. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. So we're just getting ready to go to church now. Yeah, I had a pretty good morning. I did a workout on the bike. Here's the thing. So every single time I go on the bike, I tell myself, okay, I'm just gonna do an easy ride, like a, what do you call it? Like a recovery ride, I guess. Because every single time when I go on the bike, I have this mindset, and then I just get so into my like early 2000s rock music and I just go like no self-control, and then every time ends up being like this really intense bike ride. So today I really tried to tone it down a bit and just do an easy ride. Then I did some like strength training afterwards. But we're gonna go to church pretty soon and I'll see you guys afterwards. So we got back from church maybe like an hour and a half ago, had some leftovers for lunch, relaxed a little bit, and then we had the random thought to deep clean random bits in our flat. And so we just found out how to take off the door of our oven, and we're gonna try and like super deep clean it. I didn't even know you could do this, but apparently you can. Every time I look at it, it amazes me. So pretty much just taking the door off of the oven made it a lot easier to like scrub the door, because I mean there's like a sheet of glass that we then put on the counter, and then it was like much easier to clean, like to get to all the spots. And then also just like inside the oven too, it just made it so much easier to reach it, which made it easier to clean it. So there's a hack for you guys. Learn how to take the door off of your oven. Good morning, everybody. Let me tell you, we did a random deep cleaning session last night in our kitchen. It's the cleanest it's been for some time, and it feels great to wake up and actually have the flat being cleaner than it normally is. So it's Monday, which means it's a work day. I'm trying to dedicate my weekdays more to like intense working, and then my weekends I want to try and be a little bit easier with myself. Of course, I mean, that's a little difficult sometimes, especially with like learning a second language, you know, because it's like an everyday occurrence. So I can't just like take 2 days off completely, and I wouldn't want to do that. I'm just I guess not as intensely learning on those days. Today I want to really get back to work. I want to finish editing this vlog that I'm filming right now. Hopefully I can do that, because I'm trying to work ahead a little bit more. And also I just want to really like make a dent in the German book that I'm reading. I'm past the halfway point, and I just can't wait for it to be over, because I mean, I like the story, but I've read it before a few times actually in English, so it's not new to me, so it's not as like new and exciting. The next book that I am planning on reading is Into the Wild. Where is it? Let me show you the cover. So this is the next book that I plan on reading. I have read it before in English, and I've also seen the movie. Amazing story, amazing film. But I do know that it's going to be a more difficult read than a typical like teenager book. But here's the thing. So when I first started The Fault in Our Stars, like reading through it, it would take me so long just to read like one page, because I would have to write down so many words. And now I'm not even like writing out the words anymore. Like I'll come to some words that I don't know, but then I'll just look them up. I don't really bother writing them down anymore, so then I can read through the book a whole lot faster, and I've really noticed a difference. So I think by the time I'm finished that book completely, and then I start this book, it'll kind of be like starting the process over again. So my reading will have gotten better, but the book has gotten a little bit more difficult. So I think when I'm starting this book, it's gonna be very slow to begin with, and then hopefully by the end of it, it'll get a little bit better, a little bit faster. That's my plan, and I think it was really helping my German. I mean, I know that it's not good to just live in books and only study from books, and this isn't the only thing that I do to learn German, but I think it's a really helpful thing that I'm doing. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!